there, and welcome back to our blog series for Eating Disorder Awareness Week. Today I'm joined with my friend Angela, a fellow restorative yoga teacher, and she's here to help me demonstrate the swaddle for an older child or an adult. So this would be for someone perhaps that you're caring for that is struggling with anxiety or post-traumatic stress disorder, which can be co-occurring illnesses with eating disorders. That can be a common kind of duality there. And so by swaddling, just like we would with an infant, a small baby, we're trying to signal to the nervous system that it is time for rest and relaxation. So I will say before we get into this demo that with anything in life, there isn't one kind of complete thing that's going to work for everyone. So this might work for some and not for others. So it's really important that when you are doing this for a loved one, that you are there for them the entire step of the way and you're communicating with them. So definitely leaving space for quiet and stillness and for their nervous systems to respond to this practice. But also throughout that, you want to give them opportunities to come out of this pose, or maybe they need something more from you, and to know that you're there and you're there to support them and to do the necessary things to make this a healing and safe experience for everyone. Okay, so we'll start by just moving our props off to the side. Angela, I'll take your bolster. Okay, and I'm going to take one of my yoga blankets, but you could also use like a bed sheet, a flat bed sheet, right? King size would be better because then you've got lots of blanket space, right? But we'll just use this yoga blanket here, and we're going to set it up in the center of the room on a diamond kind of shape. Okay, and then Angela, if you can just fold a little bit of a triangle in at the top there, thanks. That's great. And then, so Angela's head is going to go at the top of that triangle, okay, and then her feet will be positioned down at the bottom end of the diamond here. Okay, and just give your partner, your friend, just a few minutes to just settle in this space. Ideally, you want the feet together and the arms alongside the torso. Okay, so Angela, can you just bring your arms in a little bit more? Yes, that's great. And then we'll start by taking the bottom edge of the blanket and folding it over the feet, maybe tucking that little extra piece of material in between the legs. And then we'll take one edge of the blanket on the side here, and we'll fold it across the legs and the torso, okay, as snug as you can. And then just tuck it snugly underneath the legs. Okay. How you doing so far? Good. Good? Great. And then we'll take the other side edge of the blanket and we're going to wrap that over the torso. Okay. And tuck that in as well underneath the sides of the legs, in through the torso. How's that feel? Good. Good? Mm-hmm. Still okay. Now, a couple of other options that you could use is, particularly if somebody has any low back pain, they might want a little bit of support underneath the knees. Would you like that? Sure. Okay. I'm going to use my one of my bolsters, but you could easily use a pillow or two to help prop the legs up. So I'll need you to just bend your knees a little bit. Notice that we don't have the swaddle on too tight. Lift your heels up so they can still kind of bend their knees and create movement, even though their body is swaddled. Another nice addition might be a flat pillow or a folded blanket. Is that something you'd like, Angela, for the back of the head? Okay. Just tuck your chin in and lift your head up slightly, and then I'll slide the blanket under. Great. Okay. And would you like an eye pillow?
Sure.
Okay. So an eye pillow is a nice way to, again, just close out the outer world and get into that relaxed state, down regulating the nervous system. The other thing I'd like to offer, particularly for people who are taller, is an additional blanket if the swaddle doesn't quite cover the entire body. Would you like another blanket?
Yes, please.
There.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay. And at this point, I will then talk with my partner. Again, give a little bit of communication around being in the swaddle and knowing that I'm here for the entire time to support you. So if you're feeling a little claustrophobic or just done with this practice, you let me know, and I'm here to help you. I also would ask permission anytime that I'm offering additional support or practice here. So Angela, one of the things I could do is maybe bring my hands alongside the forehead. Would you like that?
Sure.
Okay. Again, just as a little bit of a reminder that I'm here. And then just allowing your partner here to breathe, to rest. You could stay here anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes. But once again, if your partner is having difficulty coming into a state of relaxation in this pose, they can come out anytime. And if they'd rather have the independence to come out of this on their own, I would then guide them through just creating subtle movements starting with the toes. And then allowing that movement to just naturally move up into the ankles, maybe swaying the ankles from side to side. And then notice how that movement gradually moves up into the knees. So at this point, you might even want to bend your knees. You can rest them on the bolster there, yeah. And then rocking the knees from side to side, moving that motion into the hips, allowing the hips to sway from side to side, taking the arms there alongside the torso and bringing them to the low belly, and crisscrossing the hands to opposite sides of the waist. And then just letting the sides of the torso rock forward and back, forward and back. Okay, and you'll notice that when you do that, then the blanket, the swaddle starts to loosen a little bit. Okay, and whenever you're ready, you can turn over to one side. And that completes the demo for our swaddle. Give it a try and let me know how it works out for you.